Film magazine was born as a necessity of that new democratic reality after the 90s, where in the intellectual market you do not find the necessary artistic, literary and even less film food. Cinematography already had an immediate need to open up to world creativity, and especially American film that in the years of dictatorship had been strictly banned with a few exceptions. The only exceptions were Charlie Chaplin Olios and Stelios's films that did not pose any immediate danger, as well as many historical films or with content from Greek mythology such as those with Hercules, and many European films, and especially those from Marxist-Leninist countries that were very welcome. But apart from the opening of the foreign film, an important place in the film magazine would undoubtedly be occupied by the Albanian film and the very complicated and a little promising reality. After a crisis of film production, not only a financial crisis but also a crisis of ideas, in his journey for survival, the political smog also had a bad effect on this reality. In general, these were the reasons for the initiative to publish a film magazine, even the first film magazine in the first years of democracy. The main feature of this magazine would be freedom, against any censorship and self-censorship of yesterday. Under the initiative of filmmaker Leon Qafzezi, Vasil Tabakut, poet and journalist, Vasil Lerez, painter, it was possible to set up its first staff and board of directors. Since the magazine was born inside the premises of AlbFilm, of course it would be its production, where the director was the filmmaker Piero Milcani. He was also the producer who sponsored the film magazine in 1992 and made it possible to publish it in the AlbFilm printing house. Vasil Tabaku would be the editor-in-chief, Leon Qafzezi, secretary of the Collegium, and Vasil Lera, painter and photographer of the magazine. The first vote for the publication of the film magazine was in March 1992. The magazine was greeted on the front page by the writer Gurg Jeji Braseda Mema, literary critic, Max Velo, architect, and Arben Kalamata, president of the Albanian Journalists Association. The publishing council consisted of Piero Milcani, Vasil Tabaku, Leon Qafzezi, Vangjush Vergi, George Jeji, Piero Nace, Kuitem Kashku, Ilba Zaraliu. The magazine with this staff would be published until 1993 and would be discontinued due to lack of funds and raising fees. Leon Qafzezi would personally take over the publication of the magazine, under the direction of the film association Eagle Film Albania, bringing the number of pages from 16 to 60 pages. The publishing council would now consist of well-known figures from the world of cinema, such as Leon Qafzezi, Kuitem Kashku, Ilya Terpini, Muharrem Faizo and East Musliu. With correspondents is George Kirkshally, USA, Mark Kohler, Germany, Rudolf Leys, USA, Sokol Zaza, Switzerland. Again, after a break due to financial reasons and the suffocation of the market with new magazines, the magazine would be published with a new staff, but again with that publishing council. Publisher TOENA, Director Fatmir Tochi, Editor-in-Chief, Leon Qafzezi, Editor Gezem Tota and Keti Qsf Zazi, Artistic Director, Irina Tocci and painter-photographer Zani Terpini and Martin Londo.